Wait, let me close my eyes and try. See, it's doable. It's about timing. You have to learn the timing. What's up, guys? Welcome to the only electric tutorial that you'll ever need to watch. The reason why I'm making this tutorial is because I have spent personally 1200 hours just doing electrics in this game. It is basically why I play this game. I just found electrics so cool, fun, fascinating that I got addicted to doing electrics, and then so you can't really, do electric without having to play Tekken. So now I play Tekken because I want to do electrics. And so I'm making this tutorial so that you can have a little bit of, help in understanding how to do this move. The first thing, the most important thing I can tell you about the electric is that it takes time to get good at. Please give yourself at least, 50 to 100 hours of dedicated practice to be able to do them consistently, and then the more you practice, the better you get at it. So now everybody who's here, I hope everybody knows how to do an not how to do, but the input to do an electric, which is forward, as you can see, forward, down, down, forward, and then two on the same frame. So we call this a just frame move, because you need to press down, forward, and two on the same frame, else you're gonna get an wind godfish, which is a normal hit launcher but is minus 10 on block, so Jin can punish me. But that sounds very kinky. But if I press down, forward, and two on the same frame, this electric comes out and he says Doria. It sounds so cool saying it, but this is plus 5 on block. He can't do shit. And if I do this and he tries to press something, I can just always do another one. I'll be like, yeah, get fucking launched. So how to do this move is, as you know, you have to press down, forward, and two on the same frame. It doesn't matter how fast you do it. The more you do electrics, the faster you'll get at it. But initially, try to get the timing of pressing down, forward, and two at the same time. Okay? As long as you press down, forward, and two on the same time, it doesn't matter how big your neutral is. You can get an electric. What I aim to do is to press 2 when I'm pressing down, and that way when we transition in from down to down, forward, he electrics. Because it's a kind of hard to press, down, forward, and 2 on the same frame. So you try to think about it in a way where you're pressing 2 when you're gonna press down, and when you transition, he electrics. I can do this on keyboard, I can do this on pad, I can do this on arcade stick, though I don't have much experience with an arcade stick. I have practiced on controller for like 300 400 hours, because I'm obsessed. I was obsessed with this game. I was obsessed with electrics. So I can show you on pad what it looks like, the button input. I like to do electrics on the right side on pad because it feels more natural. But as you can see, you just got to press down, forward, 2 on the same frame. Basically, after forward and neutral, down, forward, and 2 on the same frame. So on pad, it's the same for me. I think about like I'm pressing, like I press tap forward, and then from the base of my thumb, I roll it forward like this. So I go from forward to down, forward like that. And when I'm pressing down, forward is when I pressing down, I press 2 on that frame. So it does an electric. When I go from forward to down, forward, I press 2 when I'm on down, so that when you transition, he electrics. Yeah, see, on pad it takes a lot of time, but that's the great part about Tekken. Once you can do something, I think it's kind of locked in. Because I remember when I was learning how to electric, it took me a very long time to get good at it. Maybe it's definitely a skill issue. But that's basically just the electric tutorial, that you're gonna have to press 2 on the same frame as down, forward. It'll take time, but you'll get used to it. Now there are 2 forms of electric. There's one, this one, as you can see on the input history. This is a 14 frame electric. Okay, now it can take more depending upon your execution, but yeah, if you do it, the fastest possible electric in this input is 14. And now there's another input which is forward and down forward too. The fastest possible electric in that input is a 13 frame electric. See, yeah, see, so this is a 13 frame electric. Now this makes stuff like this possible. When I say possible, it is with like there's a caveat to this because we play this game online, right? And ping matters a lot, so you can't really do this online. But it's like you can use this as a practice tool to speed in your electric. Basically, you want to be able to, if you can punish Jin's hop kick with an electric, you're doing the 13 frame electric. This is good because you want to be able to launch 14 frames and above moves with an electric, because Kazuya really doesn't have a launcher. If something is minus 13, he has to do this, and if something minus 15, he has to do this. Get it? So it takes time. I haven't warmed up, so I'm kind of fucking up, but yeah. So that's basically your electric basics. Now, just before we end the video, I'm gonna show you 4 more things. The second thing is that, yeah, we spoke about standing electrics. Now there is something called dash electrics, when you go from a dash into an electric. This is basically, so if you like, if on block, if on block you electric somebody, you can continue the pressure by doing a dash electric. See, if he presses anything there, he gets hit by this. And then there is another form of electric called the deep dash electric, where you go further than a dash electric to then do an electric. This is important for 2 reasons: for electric links, to do them in a combo like such. You needed, the third one needs to be a deep dash electric, and this is also important because you can do this like there. If you, in that situation, if he presses anything and you electric, he gets launched again. So these are important to know. According to me, the most important electric is the sidestep electric, where you evade the oncoming move and then you sidestep and you electric. This takes a little bit of time to get used to, but in my opinion, it is the most important kind of electric to know. There is also the backdash electric, where you create some space between you and the opponent so that he can whiff, and then you electric. And lastly, we come to the perfect electric section. This is for all the perfect electric junkies like me, because I play this game to perfect electric. Okay. So now the 2 things actually. Okay, let's go with 3. The 3 things that I have heard a lot of content creators say is that you look at Jin's right knee, and as soon as his right knee touches the ground, you electric. I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not even notice it this time. I don't know how people look at the fucking right knee and do an electric. In a match, I cannot. My favorite tip was given by Perfect Godfish, the Kazuya legend. He's also learning how to do perfect electric. But what Perfect Godfish said was, you wait for the camera to zoom out. As you can see, when you down forward to somebody, there's a zoom in and out, like, oh dude, that hit for the impact. So when it zooms in, as soon as it zooms out, you wanna electric. I don't personally, this stopped working for me because I realized that I was reacting to the zoom out way too fast. So then I started getting the down forward too. So what I like doing, I know there's 2 things. Main man also said he used to press down forward 4-4 to practice, which I used to just cheat because I used to do it too fast and you can buffer it, so it didn't really help me much. What helped me was, I look at Kazuya's right hand, okay? He's standing like this man. When he focus on his right hand, okay? You see how his right hand moves like this, okay? He does the down forward too, and his hand moves like this. As soon as his hand comes back to his resting position is when you do the electric. So I thought of it as one move where you go like this and your hand comes back and instant electric. That, I don't know why, but the first time I did a perfect electric, that's what I was thinking of. And I've been doing this shit for so long for so many hundreds of hours of doing this that I can now see the timing, okay? Genuinely speaking, I can just see exactly when to perfect electric. And the perfect electric is good because, you know, it's not about, like, the perfect electric isn't about optimal, it's about flexing. It's about flexing. You look at the damage, huge damage, but it's not optimal at all. It's going to be very hard for you to do it in an actual game because of things like delay frames and rollback frames and ping. It becomes extra hard to do on higher ping. But you know, if you're here, you don't really give a shit about all that. You just wanna perfect on some people, flex on them as hard as you can. So that's the thing. You just have to wait for. You have to do it so many times that you understand the timing. Like, I can see exactly when I need to perfect electric when I'm doing this. As you can see, there are all three tips together where you wait for the zoom out, you wait for his knee to hit the floor, and you look at his hand. Anything you can use, and then you can perfect electric. Like, I'm not even looking at the screen and I can do it. Wait, let me close my eyes and try. See? It's doable. It's about timing. You have to learn the timing. If you learn the timing, it's easy. But as I said, the electric itself is something that is easy, but not... Sorry. It is something that is simple, but not easy. So keep at it. Keep practicing. Trust me. If a scrub like me can get God of Destruction with Kazuya, which way will I fucking point this camera? That's the wrong way. Yeah, if a scrub like me can get God of Destruction Kazuya, so can you. If I can perfect launch, so can you. If I can electric, so can you. You just gotta invest some time into it. It's gonna take some time. But once you get the electric down, you know, the only thing to do is to get better at it. And then you can play any Mishima you want, because all of them play heavily around the electric, and you'll get good at it. You just got to give yourself some time. Practice. Never forget practicing. And you'll get it done. Just as a last little bit of you know, cherry on top, we can say. I'm gonna show you Devil Jin's perfect electric as well, because once you do Kazuyas, the rest are not that hard. Though I don't know how to do Reina's. Oh, I have the wrong bind on. But as you can see, that's Devil Jin's perfect electric, and all the best for your electric journey. Comment down below if I missed anything, any criticisms. My first tutorial ever, so please let me know anything I've done wrong. And I hope to see you come back to the comments and tell me how much better you've gotten. And yeah, okay. Just before I end the video, another thing I want to show you is what I do to practice my electrics. First, what you want to do is, of course, learn how to do the move. Okay. You want to learn how to consistently get an electric. You want to do it, you know, when you started out, try to get it 5 in a row, then try to 6 in a row, sorry, 10 in a row, like that. Then once you've gotten the input down consistently, that's the first step, to get the input down consistently. Second step is to speed up the electric. So now what you want to do is you want to select a move that's minus 15 on block. I don't really know Jin's move that's minus 15 on block, so I'm gonna do the 14 frame move that I know. And what you wanna try to do is try to punish it with an electric. And then what you want to do, once you get really good at it, okay, really good at it, I'm saying really good. I used to do this 100 times before I started playing. That's extra, you don't need to do that, okay? But then what you want to do is this. Then you want to do the fastest possible electric as a punish, just so that you can get good at doing electrics fast. Because it's not always about punishing, like block punishing with an electric. Sometimes it's about whiff punishing, sometimes it's about timing. And the faster you are, the easier it becomes to do those things with an electric. But this is really hard to do. But as long as you keep at it, there's nothing impossible, you know. But yeah, all the best everybody with your electric journeys. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far, and leave a like and comment if you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.